Yeah.
Sounds like Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
It's very summery. See, it's June 1st.
Yeah.
It's time for Jim George, professor of the universe, to explain everything to us.
Better than hurricane music.
Hurricane music. Come on, Jim. How you
Good
doing?
morning. Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
What's new in your world?
Everything's new in my. I had a flat tire this morning. I was just telling.
Oh, no.
Yep. I pulled into the electrical wholesale house to pick up some parts, and a guy walked in and said, "You realize you have a flat tire on your trailer?"
Oh, no.
And sure enough, I picked up a screw right in the parking lot. So I took the tire off, patched it myself, went over to the Pep Boys, got air, came back. And while I was putting the tire on and everything, I saw two more screws sitting right in the driveway.
Oh,
so I picked
really?
up those two and threw them away. And I said, "Man, this is a dangerous parking lot."
So how'd you patch it? What'd you use?
I just patched it with a
One of those
patch kit.
plugs?
Yeah,
A plug?
yeah.
Oh,
They worked real easy.
You're so good.
Well, the patch kit's good. It's just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Unscrew
But
the
you don't
screw.
worry, like after you put that in there, driving down the interstate at 70
No.
miles an hour or more?
No.
See, I always do. Once a tire has been patched, I'm always worried about it.
Yeah, no, I got plenty of patches in my tires. Plenty of. But
I mean, you hear
I
these
go in places
horror
where you
stories.
shouldn't go. A lot of construction sites.
I bet you do,
nails,
yeah,
Screws,
yeah.
yeah. You always pick up
Do you
something.
have a hard hat? Do you own a hard
I
hat?
own a hard hat, yeah. I own 2 and 3 hard
You have
hats.
to wear it a lot?
No, only on jobs that says this is a hard hat area. A hard hat area, yes. Got to be careful.
You have to be careful with
Especially if
that.
you're on a plane.
With an iPad, yes.
Yeah, you gotta
those
be
iPads
careful.
can be a problem, yeah. You never know what's going to show up on those things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole world is this morning we ordered tickets for the technology part is what I'm getting at. We ordered tickets. I know everybody does this, and it gives you the option. Do you want to print it? Do you want to bring it? Do you want us to send it to your phone? And everybody sends it to their phone, but me. I'm still printing
print
them up.
it.
Yeah. Is it a sign of our age? Is that the problem?
Well, it's just that how many times have you actually gone up to the counter and said, "I have a reservation," and they can't find it? I go out to my car, I bring the printed reservation sheet in, they go, "Oh, that's not in our system."
There
is
you
a
go.
reason to have it printed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've flown to Denver, Colorado, my daughter, myself, and 6 other guys, and we're going to the hotel, and they do not have our reservations.
Oh, no.
Can you take that pen right there?
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a math equation. I need to ask you as the professor.
Oh, don't tell me that's the one you had on the radio the other day about 2 plus 1
Right.
plus 1.
Right? Can you do it?
I
2. I just want to know what your answer is.
All right.
2 plus 1
Yep.
plus 1
Yep.
times 7.
Seven.
Times 7.
Okay.
Oh, now see, you put parentheses around it. When I first saw the equation, there was no parentheses.
I know, but I heard you on TV, so I cheated. So 4 times 7, 28.
That's right. There you go. My mother got that answer,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But that
I
doesn't
got that
necessarily mean
answer,
it's
too.
the right answer, because according to new math, and now how would you have done that as a student before you heard us
If the
talk about it?
parentheses wasn't there, I would assume there would be a times table right after the 1.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, there is.
So what I asked myself is that 7 times 1, that's like just 7. Why didn't they just say 7? All right. So I assumed that there were parentheses.
And you got 28, so that's
okay.
good.
Okay, interesting. But I here's my conclusion. Not that 10 is wrong, nor that 28 is wrong, but that people who say that I forgot what I was taught
Yeah, I
are
hate
wrong.
that part.
I don't think they're right. I think I did not get taught that.
I did
why
not either.
Everybody our generation says, no, I didn't learn that. I didn't learn to do it that way. But everybody younger than us seems to have been taught this go ask Alice thing or whatever it is. whatever that thing is.
So you mentioned that you're not going to be on the street today. You and Robin are
No,
not doing
no, we're not. We're not going to be on the street tonight.
Oh, my gosh. I wonder who would make more money, me or Robin.
Yeah.
No, I will be with Robin at the Riley.
The Riley Center.
We're
And,
going to see that play called...
and we questioned, how did Riley get its name?
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, somebody knows. I just
Yeah.
don't remember. Do you remember, Robin, who
No,
Riley is? There must
no,
be a
I
guy.
Don't. I don't remember.
Must be a guy named
who
Riley
that
somewhere.
is. Well, we're going to see Peter and the Starcatchers. We bought the tickets,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're going to go see it. It sounds like a really nice production.
Supporting local entertainment.
Yeah, well, what I've heard
Yeah.
from you interviewing, it's going to be a great play.
It is. It's going
Well,
to be a lot of fun.
Chad is really a talented guy.
And how'd you like that Mamma Mia?
I loved Mamma
Wasn't
Mia.
that something else?
Did you like
when did
it?
you go?
I went the opening night.
Yeah. Oh, you went first.
Oh,
then.
that's right.
You went
that's
before
right.
me.
Yeah,
Yep, a day before.
it was fabulous.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's going on to the 17th of June in case anybody wants to
But I
buy
was
tickets.
telling
for it.
Robin, if you were going to go, you have to get a bigger seat. Those seats are kind of tight.
No, I did go, and I was fine.
You're all right?
Yeah. What do you mean I got a bigger seat?
Hope you sat way in the back so no one had to just look over your head.
Did I? No. I sat next to two ladies, and they were
Yeah.
dancing, and I
Yep,
did
they were
have people
dancing.
behind me. Yes.
Yeah,
They
and we were
dancing?
okay.
Yeah. Seat dancing.
Well, they're redoing the
With an
theater
iPad
now.
or what?
And let's see, and
I wish.
toward the end of July, they're going to be putting in new seats at the Civic Theater, and they are going to be a little wider, and it's going to decrease the amount of people per show that can see each show.
With cup holders?
With cup holders. Are you doing that? Is that your baby? Is that your?
No. I know the electrician, though, that works there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he volunteers and does all that work for nothing.
Yeah, everybody does. Everybody's such a
A
volunteer.
lot of work. I
except
mean,
the
every
staff.
time I
right?
talk to him, he'll say, I worked till midnight last night doing this. Or,
Oh, wow.
We had 3 rehearsals, and I'm going, wow,
It's
you're a great guy.
We have an amazing group of people that help us have.
he just really
have
works.
a nice life here in Ocala. All right, we do have the phone calls. You got your headset on. Good morning.
Here we
Thank
go.
you for calling in for waiting. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. This is Jim weighing in on the math question once again. Back in the 9th grade or maybe the 10th grade, I had to do a term paper on some mathematician, and I picked Leibniz. Now, Leibniz is the one that gives us the mathematical notation. And Leibniz specifically states that you do not assume parentheses. If they're written, then you do the operation within the parentheses first, but you do not assume the existence of what is not there.
There you go. Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
Oh no!
Good
Oh,
for
God.
Leibniz.
Oh no!
Yeah, and so the correct answer would be 28.
Thank you so much. Good
Yeah.
for mathematician Leibniz.
Yeah. And this was weighed in on as late as 1948 by Alfred North Whitehead, who reconfirmed Leibniz. As far as I know, there's been no further weighing in on this on mathematical notation.
All right, but have you seen the video that I made of the calculator on the computer? I tagged you on it, Jim.
On Facebook.
Yeah, I didn't open it up, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what it shows. It shows me doing the same equation with the scientific setting, which derives the answer 10, and the standard setting, which arrives at the answer of 28.
Yeah, there's
Same-
an error in the calculator.
There you go.
And that sometimes happens,
It does.
because calculators are programmed by people, and somebody didn't allow for a possibility.
There you go.
Wow.
Thank you.
Jim. That's
Yeah.
a pretty strong
We're
statement.
not stupid after all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, and, hey,
You're not stupid, fellas.
Jim, help me out here. I wasn't saying that the answer is wrong. I was saying that the presumption that we learned it wrong is wrong. Because
I agree.
I don't think we learned it wrong.
No. No, I didn't learn it. wrong.
And of course, we always do everything left to right.
Yes.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Whereas if you were Jewish, maybe you would do it right to left.
Yeah, then it would be 10.
You know, because that's how they read. You know that, right? They read
Right.
it right to left.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So they may add that way. We don't know. Next time you talk to the rabbi, you need to ask him,
We
do
will.
you add the same way you read? Or should we be looking for another?
All right, we have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim George.
Good morning, everyone. Something less cerebral, but I think more practical, is the fact that getting back to your tire experience today, I've been fixing my own flats for many years, and fortunately I never had one in the sidewall because you just don't do that. But use the, whatever repair kit is available, usually the string deal. I also keep a small compressor, 12-volt powered compressor in the car. And it paid off big time when I was stuck in the woods up in South Carolina, and I somehow or other come back to the car and got the flat. And why is it I get a flat in the rear tire and not the front tire?
Yeah.
But anyway, I still got it in my cars. I carry a compressor and a tire repair kit, and etc. And what else do I also have one of those jump boxes.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have. Yeah.
And so far, I've been happy carrying those things. As I wound up having a battery go dead on me, and I didn't go dead, but I mean I was able to use the jump box to get it started and get home, and then again when I had to bring it to the repair store for the new battery.
Yes.
But anyway, I don't know. You don't need that stuff. You have AAA. Or tell me how that works when you're in the woods and you got to give them directions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyway, have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you, Larry Robin, for putting Mr. George on the air. And thank you, Mr. George, for everything that you help our people out with. Have a great day and a great weekend.
Thank you, son.
Yeah. Yeah, I always keep the little compressor in my car, too. I mean, I looked for it, and I could not find it. And I could not remember when I took it out. So I just, put the tire in the back seat, drove, because it was on my trailer, drove over to Pep Boys. Now, if it had been on my car, then I would have been out of luck.
Yeah.
But I always carry that. They're inexpensive, like under $20.
I know. And you know what I should get? One of those simple air gauge testers. Because if you go to a modern air pump, like I had one the other day, and I used my credit card to actually pay for air.
Right.
Because I had no change.
Right.
There's nothing on the pump. I mean, on the thing that
Hose, yeah.
Thank you. There's nothing that tells you how many pounds it is.
Yeah, most of them have that. I'm surprised you didn't have that on yours.
No, and all it said on the pump was preset to 32 pounds.
Oh,
So how do you know when it's done? It didn't ring, it didn't beep, it didn't do anything.
if it's preset, it should stop itself.
Yeah, but you can't
But
hear
there
it.
again, though,
There's traffic. That's the problem. You can't
Yeah.
hear it. Whether it's stopping, I couldn't tell. It was so loud.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah. Very interesting. No, I carry one of those in my door. You have the little pockets in your door, and I just carry the flashlight there, and I carry spare glasses there. I carry a few things.
Practical. That's what I like what Sonny said about
Yeah.
practical stuff. That
Yeah.
math equation is really, there's no practical use for that. So let me ask you something. This girl who got married to the prince, right?
Okay.
She's in the TV show called Suits.
I wouldn't know. I'd never seen it.
Yeah, and I had never seen it either. But Robin wanted to see what the show looked like.
Apparently, it's popular among the British.
Oh, is it really?
Well, it must be. Because nobody in America's ever heard about it.
But it's a show that takes place in New York City about a law firm. Okay. So anyway, so I watched the first one and I I kind of like the show. So now I'm suddenly hooked on this show for the first time in decades. I actually have a show I'm watching. Okay. I think the last one was Curb Your Enthusiasm. So this is my new show. In the show, there's two lawyers talking. They meet someplace, and when they're done with their conversation, the lawyer clicks his little fob thing on his keychain, and the car drives itself to him.
Oh,
Is that real?
no, I don't think so. I know you could key fob to start it, but I didn't. It can't drive itself. Not
Oh,
yet.
really?
I mean,
we don't have that, huh?
Not that I know of. Now, that's a Matt Gibbs question.
Yeah, you're right. I should.
Yeah, that's a Matt. Clue him up, before you tell him you've seen it, say, is it possible?
So you've never heard of that before?
No.
I haven't either.
No. Because even the self-driving cars, so to speak, the ones that would drive from point A to point B that you program, you've announced at least 2 or 3 accidents already.
Yeah.
Where it can't react that quickly, or it assumes something and ran a person over. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we've had a few stories like that.
No. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. That's the first rule. It's like when you were in high school. If it could go wrong, it was going to go wrong, and it did go wrong, and then you'd have to correct it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you know what I discovered?
Oh.
I can take my iPad and go to YouTube and then click a little thing on it, and it'll send that thing on my YouTube to the TV.
Yes, it will sling it to your TV. Yes,
I didn't know it would do
you
that.
could download. Yes, you could watch TV from your iPad or your cell phone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I know I could do it from my phone, but I didn't know it would go. I didn't know I could actually control the TV with it.
Yeah, my daughters, I don't know which site they go to, and if I knew, I would not announce it on the radio, but apparently even first-run movies they have on their cell phone. They go to this certain site.
Really?
Must be a bootleg site. And they
Uh-oh.
and they get the movie, excuse me, and then they sling it to their TV. So when I go to North Carolina to Boone up in the mountains, or if my daughter comes over to the house, she'll say, "Have you watched so and so?" And we'll say no, and she'll say, "Oh, let me sling it to your TV for you." And she'll,
really?
And she'll sing it, and we get to watch first run movie. And she'll say, "Want me to put that app on your cell phone?" And I say, "No."
What is the likelihood of you falling asleep before a movie's over?
What is it?
When you're watching at home? When you're watching a movie at home?
Yeah.
What is the likelihood? What's the percentage?
100%.
You're absolutely going to fall asleep.
Oh, yes.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Is there any doubt?
I have a hard time with it.
I thought that's what movies were for, to help you sleep.
Well, see, this is why TV shows are a little bit better for me. They're not as long.
Isn't reading the same thing? I mean, I read in
Oh,
bed.
yeah, for me, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh, yes.
I mean, I'm so tired, it's unbelievable. I take a shower before going to bed. Now I'm awake, right? I lay in the bed for 10 minutes with a book.
Yeah.
When the book hits my chest, then it's time to go sleep.
So I'm in the same club as you.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I have to read here, so I don't fall asleep when I'm reading here. But in bed, yeah, you're right. It doesn't go far.
No, it doesn't go far. I find myself reading the same paragraph twice. What did you say? I said, okay, that's an indication it's time to slow down. Yeah.
I do the same thing. And if you put it on the audiobook format, forget it. I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm asleep before she starts getting. I think the first paragraph, I'm done.
So, is there a person you're going to be interviewing now that it's hurricane season that's going to tell us what our kits should look like in the house?
You are. Oh my gosh, you're so right. We have the whole morning, except for you. Unless you want to talk about hurricanes, we have. Well, first after your segment, we have a guy calling in from Germany. He's a musician, so he's not going to talk about hurricanes. No. But Lisa McGinnis has a guest on Ocala Magazine Radio to talk about hurricanes. It's Nick Zoller from the Public Relations for Marion County. And then we have the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission coming on to talk to us about preparations for hurricanes. And then we have the American Red Cross coming on to talk about hurricanes. And then the Survivalist Guide coming on at 11:05.
Because last week I got my generator out, and I usually crank it up once a month just to make sure everything's working. And I gave it a couple of pulls, and it started right up and then died. And I pumped it again and did it again, and it died. I did it about 4 times, and it died. So somehow I got condensation in there, so the gas has some water in it. So I would recommend if you have a generator and you're fat, dumb, and happy and saying, well, I got a generator, you might want to start it up and make sure it still runs.
Okay, now let me ask you this, because this might be a Matt question, but doesn't gasoline that sits for a while start to gel? Doesn't it start to thicken?
It does. So I have a compound that you buy that you put into the gas so that it won't gel. Okay. But still, they want you to crank it up once a month just to let it run. Run it 5 minutes. Run it 3 minutes. Just let it run. But when I did it last week, just for preparation, it cranked right up, but it wouldn't sustain. So yes, we have water in the gas. So I will open up the little cup on the bottom and clean it all out, put it back together again. Hopefully that makes it work. But don't take for granted that everything you have, like batteries for your flashlight.
Yeah.
And there's nothing better than rechargeable batteries.
My favorite flashlight. You gave us some really good flashlights, by the way. Those LED ones.
Yes.
Those are the best.
Wonderful.
Those are powerful.
They don't die.
I put them right on my shirt and I'm working, and I face them the opposite, and I have light right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah, they don't die. They right? Am I right?
Yeah, they're great.
The battery might die, but the bulb will never die.
There again, you put a couple of more batteries in, and away you go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really good information. So we can talk about hurricane preparation on your show, too. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim George.
Good morning, everybody. It's Sonny again. I have a generator, and the one thing I do is I run it until it's dry. So there is no gas in there that I have to worry about. And the gas I do have on hand, I usually burn it up either mowing the lawn or I also use gasoline for cleaning out paintbrushes. Well, I think it works very well. The only thing is it might make them brittle after a while, but so far haven't had any problems with that. But like I said, I keep my generator dry, and when I need it, I just pour the gas in, and I don't seem to have any problems that way. So that was my suggestion.
Right.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Does your generator make noise, or is it quiet?
Well, it has a muffler on it, but it definitely makes noise. You can hear it running. I have it in the barn, and the barn's about 70 to 80 feet away from the house, but you can definitely hear it run.
So exhaust and noise are not an issue for that one, right?
No, I keep that down. I don't put it in the house or in
There's
the
no
garage.
dogs in that barn, is there? Is that the dog barn?
No, that was a separate little lean-to, lack of a better word, for the dogs. It's concrete floor and chain link fence, and they love it. It's their house.
How do you prepare the dogs for the hurricane then, in case it's coming through? Where do they go?
They just stay in their little. So the place it's not a hardened facility, but it's covered. And the chain link fence is secured to the ground. It's not going to blow away.
Oh, okay.
And so, as long as they stay in their little igloos inside the chain link fence, they're fine. Now, if a tornado came through, it'd suck them doggies right up.
Gosh. Way to put it.
Raining cats and dogs.
Say goodbye to them dogs. Yes,
Oh, no.
them dogs are made for flying. That's just what they'll do. Yeah, that's a sight for sore eyes. Look at that, raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, we keep them safe, but of all the hurricanes we've had, they've always been outside, and they've been fine. Now, we bring them in on occasion. My wife has 2 in the house right now because one of them has a collar rash. It's a barker, and so she has a bark collar on it. Well, because summer's on it, got a rash. So we immediately took the collar off, brought it in, and she doesn't bark in the house. So, and then we can treat it. And then once it's treated, we'll take him back, or her back outside.
Are there boxes, are there still outside boxes for the cable for all the hookups and everything? And when a hurricane comes through and all that water, does it get sucked in there, or is it protected from the moisture?
Well, the cable TV parts are really unique. You can put them underwater. It makes no difference. The taps, the connectors, water, everything. The wires, everything are waterproof. Yeah, once you tighten them. When you go to the cable TV shows, they'll actually show a tap and the drop wire and everything in a fish aquarium. And they'll show there's no bubbles coming out of it. No, and they'll be watching TV. They'll show you that it's it's watertight. So all those things you see on the pole, all the taps and the amplifiers, they're all sealed so that the water will not get in. You could put it under the ocean, and they have them under the ocean. They have amplifiers under the ocean.
Oh, they do. What do they do with them? I mean, what are those for?
Well,
under
some
the
signals
ocean?
don't travel too well, even fiber optics, and so you have to have an amplifier under the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's it.
and they go down and open them up under the ocean, and because there's a lot of slack, so they'll go down and grab it and bring it up to the surface, open it up, change whatever they need to change, seal it, and set it back down.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, really interesting.
There's your music.
I like it.
It's a very
Nice,
happy,
yeah, nice summer, breezy.
very summery,
Yes,
in
yes.
June.
I think so.
So you had mentioned this real quick, so there's no First Friday in July either?
Well, there's a
Right.
First Friday, but there's no First Friday art walk.
Oh, I
In
see.
June, July, and August. Yeah, their season runs from September to May.
Okay.
So everybody has off June, July, and August. I think because of the heat mostly.
Oh, yeah, I would not doubt that. It's going to be hot out there.
So instead, we're going to be at the right.
So what's going on that corner where they just tore out the parking lot right downtown? Next to the gazebo.
Oh, I have
hotel.
no clue.
A hotel.
Oh, a hotel right there? That's where the hotel's going. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Big hotel. 5-story hotel, I think.
That's
Yeah.
going to be a nice eyesore.
It's going to be a Hilton.
It's going to look ugly right there on the
No,
square.
well, it look nice.
It's supposed to be, what, 6 floors or 6 stories or something?
Oh, boy. Oh,
Pretty
boy.
tall.
All right. Why couldn't they have it one block off of the square? Right on the All right.
Thank you, Jim.
All right.
All right, we'll be
Call
right
your
back.
commissioners.
We
All
got
right.
a guy calling in from Germany. I think that's him on the phone right now. We'll be
All
right
right.
back. This is
Germany.
WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. The new monthly employment numbers just in. The economy added 223,000 jobs in May. The unemployment rate even lower, 3.8%. President Trump tweets, "Why aren't they firing no talent Samantha Bee for the horrible language used on her low-rating show?" Bee and TBS have apologized for her use of a very vulgar word to describe the president's daughter Ivanka.
The network stating those words should not have been aired. The statement came moments after Bee's own tweet saying it was inappropriate and inexcusable. I crossed the line and I deeply regret it.
Fox's Michelle Polino. The president says in a statement it'll be a fair deal or no deal after Canada's prime minister complained about new steel and aluminum tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and the European Union.
Justin Trudeau labeling them inconceivable. He also announced late Thursday he will no longer meet with President Trump to renegotiate NAFTA because of the president's insistence on a 5-year sunset clause.
Fox's Sean Langell. Fox News. You report, you decide.
Geico presents Unhelpful Home Improvement How-To.